Right, folks, I've decided to do part two because loads of more questions came in that I wasn't expecting. So this is the second part of my Ask Me Anything video from my Instagram page, which is at I am Chris Toal. So if you don't follow me yet, go on to Instagram, follow at I am Chris Toal. There's hundreds of wee squares with pictures of my life on it. So if you want to be nosy and have a look at my life, then that's where you'll find it. So the first question that I've got in this video is from Toffski's in Glasgow, which is honestly one of my favourite burger places on the planet. It's unbelievable. I don't get to go often enough. And their question is, who is my favourite co-host? I mean, Producer John. Producer John was my favourite co-host. I'm not saying Stephen or Grado because they're on a par. I love the two of them the same, and I couldn't choose between them. So, John McAnally, you are my favourite co-host. The next question is, what would your death row dinner be? Now, honestly, death row dinner is a question that I've answered loads of times, but it changes quite a lot. But if I could have anything on earth, and I'm on death row and they go like that to me, you can have anything on earth, I think I would honestly go for In-N-Out cheeseburgers, because you need to travel to the other side of the earth to get them, and the sooner that they bring them over to the UK, the better, because they are the top-notch burgers on this planet. Duncan95, sorry, that death row dinner question there was from Lee G132. Duncan95 has asked, when will the Sin City podcast be having a live show, and who would you want as the first guest? Well, it's funny you should say that, because this might be a wee bit of an exclusive in fact, first of all, if you don't know, Sin City podcast, that's CINCITY, is my movie podcast that I do. Hopefully we will be able to get it up to the same levels as we are with A Pint and Two Shots. I host it with Stephen Purden again, Chris Bungard, who is a world famous MMA fighter, currently fighting in Cage Warriors, and my mate Keezy, who I originally done another movie podcast with, which was called the Great Scott Cinema Club. So if you're not familiar with either two of them and you're a movie fan, then I would definitely suggest that you get onto them, because I'm not going to lie to you, it's the most fun that I've had talking about movies in my life. So I hope that anybody that watches it enjoys it as well, and get yourself on there and get a view if you're a movie fan. So, like I was saying, I'm not sure, this might be a wee bit of an exclusive, but we are currently in talks with a cinema in Glasgow to host a movie night. It's not anywhere near complete yet. It's in the very, very early stages of us speaking to them about it. And I think if you're a real movie fan, then you will love the movie that we're going to be hosting, and the venue is absolutely class as well. So hopefully we'll be bringing you more information on that as soon as possible. And again, like I said, if you're a movie fan, get yourself onto Sin City Podcast, and that's CIN as in cinema, Sin City Podcast. BW Fleming has asked, where else in the world would you like to live, and why? If I was to leave Scotland, I'll be honest with you, I've always said to myself that I would move to New York, but over the past few years I've seen some stories coming out of there, and I probably wouldn't move back to New York, to be honest with you. Move back to New York as if I used to live there. I went there back in 2004, and it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I loved it. It was everything you'd imagine it to be. Walking into Times Square is like walking into a movie, and you see all the buildings that you only ever really see on the telly over here and stuff like that, and it was just absolutely class. So that was always my go-to. That's a place that I would have loved to have went to live. But since, like I said, all the news stories coming out and a few reports from friends that have been over there recently, it's definitely not the sort of place that I would want to live now. I would probably go for just somewhere where you get good weather, where you're guaranteed the good weather. You know what I mean? So I would either go and live in Las Vegas, or I would go and live in like the Costa del Sol or something like that, where it's decent weather all year and it's quite close by. So if I want to come back and forth to Scotland, I'm just a 3 hour plane journey away. So that's where I would go. Ask me, Pat Boy Tim has asked me, what's your real job that you can't talk about? Well, actually, Pat, I am the President of the United States of America. AMCD 1907 is asked, what's your go-to search on the hub? Whenever I'm on Food Hub, it's just like burgers or pizzas or something like that. Nothing, nothing too far out there, you know. Take from that what you will. GMC 112 has said, how long did it take on Football Daft for you and Bob to stop pretending to like each other and actually like each other? Well, I actually liked Stephen from the get-go. I can't speak for him liking me, but I liked him right off the bat. So, it was pretty much straight away. Riley from Riley00 for Riley's gaff. He's asking, who is the best wrestling manager of all time? Well, the answer to this is much like myself. Short and sweet. The best wrestling manager of all time is Bobby Heenan, and anybody who says otherwise is an absolute fool. So, that's been episode 2 of my Ask Me Anything series. I hope you've enjoyed it. Keep the questions coming in on the Instagram, and I'll keep doing these videos if you're enjoying them. All the best. Remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and keep the channel going. Thanks very much for watching this again, troops, and I hope to see you at the next one.